Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Achievers Spotlight. As you know, in this series, we put the spotlight on entrepreneurs who are on their way up, blazing a trail, and inspiring other entrepreneurs. So, in this episode, we've got with us the team from Retain the Star. There's Manish, Dishi, and Ankit. And all these three are very young entrepreneurs who already have cut their teeth on their own ventures and have now joined forces to start a venture which is going to be commonly beneficial for the world at large. So, Manish or Ankit or Dishi, would you like to take the lead and explain to our viewers what your venture is all about?
Sure. So I'll introduce myself, Manish Desai, and I'm a MDI alumni. And I started my entrepreneurial journey with Let's Build Brands, which is actually a marketing consultancy and advertising agency that I started almost 10 months ago. And while I was on that journey, I was helping Dishi, who is an HR consultant, with a video series that she was doing on how to hire and retain resources. So, this was amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, which happened, and there was a lot of layoff happening, and entrepreneurs and employers were, they were contemplating what to do, whether they should hire, whether they should fire their resources, or they should probably cut down the salaries to one third. So on and so forth. There were a couple of things, and since we keep on talking to different employers continuously, we were discussing amongst ourselves as to what should be the ideal way out. And that's when I was designing the content for one of our video, in which we came up with this idea that ideally every employer puts in a lot of effort in building their dream team, and that's how businesses are built, with having great teams at the back. So the ideal way should actually be not to lay off, but rather to probably find out a way on how to retain them. And that is when Ankit came up with this idea, and Ankit was constantly in touch with Dishi. So it was actually Ankit's idea on introducing talent loans as a concept, uh, in which we are basically trying to do a matchmaking of skill set and helping employees retain job. So the entire concept of talent loans is basically to have employees being retained by the employer, but at the same time, maybe the employer not really bearing the salary costs. So they basically lend the employee to another set of employer who are experiencing some sort of surge in demand, and they are looking for hiring. It could be a temporary hiring, be it a contractual sort of a role. So that's where we are trying to bridge that gap and match the skill set of those employees who are being, let's say, who are being not really laid off but lended by initial set of employers whom we call as lenders, and to basically those employers who are the borrowers over here.
That's a very noble initiative, especially in these times when people are being laid off left, right, and center, and salaries are being cut by various organizations. So you mentioned, Manish, that Dishi was running a manpower service providing agency. So Dishi, since when have you been running this search firm?
So I've been into this industry since almost 6 years now. Uh, I've been consulting a lot of corporates and startups in hiring end to end. I could understand that with startups also they face a problem of they're in a when they are in short of funds, when the funding is not happening, so they reach at a point where they have to lay off their employees. So the entire idea behind this concept, as I discussed with Ankit initially and Manish as well, was not just to help people right now during the COVID-19, but on a longer run also, when we face any problem, when companies face problems of layoff. So I want to bridge this gap between unemployment, which happens immediately or it happens any point of time. So my idea was that कोई भी इंसान अनएम्प्लॉय ना रहे मेरे एंड से, जितना मैं ट्राई कर सकूं. आई वांट टू सेव देयर जॉब्स, एटलीस्ट आई वांट टू सेव देयर लाइवलीहुड्स, बिकॉज आई अंडरस्टैंड फॉर एनीबडी लूजिंग अ जॉब, इन इंडिया बहुत लोग हैंड टू माउथ है. इफ दे लूज अ जॉब, they don't have anything to do, they are not able to support their families. So मेरे लिए उसको सेव करना is my prime, it's my purpose, it's my prime objective to save their jobs. So again, मैं 100% employment नहीं provide कर सकती, but we at least we can find a way to minimize unemployment basically, especially here in India.
So for how long were you running the recruitment firm?
It's been 6 years.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And Ankit, I think seems to have dropped off. Manish, could you see if we can connect back again?
I'll just check. I think he got disconnected or something.
Yes. So Dishi, in the meantime, how did you interact with Ankit? Was he a part of your recruitment firm?
Okay.
Or?
So that's a very interesting story. I met Ankit on a common platform. It was through an online platform, networking platform, during the lockdown only. He happened to have a few requirements which he proposed to me that Dishi, if you can help me hiring these people. So when he saw my work and when he saw the kind of enthusiasm I show in people, in hiring people and in understanding clients' requirement, that is when he could see that there were some synergies which could be matched and we can work together. That is when he came up with this idea, and I took 2-3 days to understand the concept, reach out to a lot of HRs, founders, validate the concept, and that is when I said, Ankit, this concept is really good, I think we should work on it. So hats off to Ankit that he was able to think about this, because I was so stuck in finding out a solution to this problem, and somehow he just came up with this idea, and it just it was just amazing. And then Manish initiated that, Dishi, I'll do the marketing and everything for this, and he had a couple of other suggestions for the startup, and I thought that this is gonna go great. So thank you so much, Ankit and Manish, for just bringing this up to me.
So was Ankit your client before this idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ankit, what was your business? You've got my curiosity piqued, absolutely. What was your business before this idea came into being?
So I'm running my own edtech startup. Okay. We provide a online search engine for exam venues in India. It's a very niche segment. So a lot of examination happens online. Online typically means computer based, not internet based. So around 2 crore plus seats are booked every year in India. A lot of government examinations are being done online. But there is not, it requires physical IT infrastructure in terms of computer labs. But those computer labs are not standardized across India. So we are trying to do that. We are trying to make a search engine, a type of OYO in this space, where we can do the standardization of services and help improve the overall experience so that more exams can come online.
That sounds like a super specialty in the edtech sector itself.
Yes. I don't know if we can really categorize it to edtech, but we have also recently developed our own live classes solution. Plus, we also provide examination management services to universities and government agencies. So, I'm not an HR person. Although I've done my MBA, but I am not an HR person, not very much. But somehow this concept came into mind, and you also know, getting idea is another thing. You might see tons of teenagers or people standing on streets talking about various ideas, but it's about the execution. I don't know why I discussed this with Dishi. I didn't, because there are tons of people in my network who I can discuss with, but it was stroke of luck that I discussed with Dishi and somehow clicked her. unless and until she made that video, I didn't realize that this idea can be turned into an opportunity. And that's when the ball started rolling. And since then, we have not looked back. And
But at the end of the day, Ankit, one has to admit what an idea, Sarji.
Ankit, I think you should tell Paramjit about the football angle to it.
Yeah, what was that?
So actually, I'm a football fan. Played bit for football in my college days, but still was ardent follower of football. Not only from watching perspective, but trying to understand the business side of football as well. So in football, there is a concept of loans, where loan transfers, where a player from one club can be sent to play for another club on loan, where the borrowing club only pays the salary for that player, but technically he's still on the roles of the original club. So typically happens like big clubs like Liverpool, Manchester United, they hire a lot of young talent at early age. Okay, then they send him to lower clubs to gain the valuable experience on ground. Okay, so it's a win-win situation for both the clubs because uh, Liverpool, I'm a fan of Liverpool, by the way. So they don't have to bear the salary cost of that guy because they have picked it up for a huge cost, like a lot of startups do right now, where they break the bank to get the talent in, but then they cannot sustain that salary. So they give it to a lower club who requires that talent, who are not able to afford that talent generally because there are a lot of agency fees, lot of regulations that they have to take care of. But now in this case, they just have to pay the salary and they can utilize that talent. And there are thousands and thousands of examples in football clubs where they have borrowed players. Those players have turned into stars and they have helped those clubs gain even championship victories. So I thought if they can do the parallel implementation in corporate world, where there are companies, genuine companies, genuine founders who want to not let go of their employees, but because of cost pressure, genuine cost pressures, they have to let go. Can we give them an option to help them retain somehow? Where can they be given an option to loan out their star employees, their good employees, so that they are able to manage this period of pandemic? And once the situation goes back to normal, they can hire them back and they can keep their idea, their baby, I would say, alive. Because I've seen founders cry when they have to shut down. I can see their pain. There are a lot of friends of mine who have started the startups. Even after running it for 3 years, they have to finally shut it down. I can see their pain. That should not happen when people are not prepared right now. People were not prepared for pandemic. Okay, they were on a growth phase. They were aggressive. They should not be penalized for being aggressive. Can we provide them an opportunity to get that buffer in place? So that was the basic feeling behind it.
Beautiful. So the three of you are bringing back sportsmanship into the corporate area. It's beautiful. So just to recap, the venture that you guys are working on is to loan an employee from an organization to another on a temporary basis, so that the employee may not have to be laid off by the parent organization. Correct?
Yeah, as simple as that. As simple as that. It can be.
Now, what happens after the COVID situation or the pandemic is over, which would I'm assuming should be over optimistically between 6 to 12 months.
So that's a big time. Lot of companies can shut down, and if you are able to make a mark, if we are able to help survive few companies, I think so that will be one of the biggest achievements. After 1 year, we like to see it develop into a contractual marketplace. Okay, where this can be one of the ways to get talent supply onto a contractual marketplace, where the companies can interact with each other. The companies who are looking to hire contractual people, they can come to a platform. They can get a supply either directly from people who are self-employed and work primarily on contractual basis. There can be companies who specifically specialize in providing contractual workforce, or there can be companies like these, because in normal business scenario also, as well, you know, out of 100, 99 don't survive, right? So if you can look at the reasons of survival, most of them are looking for funding. Okay, their funding got either delayed even for a couple of months or 6-7 months, and that is the time period enough for a startup to fail. Okay, can these startups look towards us and see, okay, this platform can provide us survivability of next 6 months, because they have huge demand on that platform for contractual workers. Can I loan my employees here so that I am able to get breathing space for next 6 months? Technically, they are still on the rolls. Okay, they can still tell the investor that I have 100 people on board. So this can be one way to help them survive, right? So, and it can help us get the talent supply in. So it will be a very different way how we approach a contractual marketplace than the typical companies like Monster or Naukri. For them, contractual marketplace is just another microsite for listing contractual jobs, right? Uh, there are a lot of variations in contractual marketplace, but we have not seen anyone doing this right now. And I think so with the pandemic and post-pandemic also, where uh, fear of COVID will not go out very easily, because it has hit people who are most scared in the world. It's the middle class, right? And we'll see, and we have seen tons of reports coming out. We have seen NASSCOM people releasing reports where they're saying that recession is about to come. It has not come yet. It will come in second half of 2020, where you will see more layoffs. Can companies be ready now with this setup? Can they identify the resources they need to loan out? Can we as a talent retain the star, create a contractual marketplace as soon as possible, so that these companies have a chance to survive? And that's why we are trying to work to create that contractual marketplace for
Fantastic. So,
so
if any of our viewers want to get associated with you because they like the idea of your helping people to retain employability, to retain a certain income, even if it is not what it was earlier, but at least there is some income coming in. In case there are any viewers who want to get associated and help you, is there a way in which they can get associated?
Yeah, so they can get in touch with, they can visit our website. We have a form there where there's a contact us this thing already there. They can click on that, and they can fill in the form, the basic form, whether they want to lend the employees or they want to borrow it. So whatever they fill, that will come to our backend team, and then somebody from our team will get in touch with them to understand what exactly they're looking forward to. And we have made the basic process in reaching out to people and helping them out to understand whether they want to lend it and borrow it. And our HR team will then understand how many people they're willing to lend, and then we'll find a prospective borrower for them. So we'll reach out to companies, we'll help them whether they're hiring. So we'll map it from our backend team whether we have those sort of employees with us or not, and then we can match these requirements to the borrowers, and the process goes on. So we've made the basic structure and the process is set up. We are still in the phase of developing the product where we can automate this matchmaking system, which we are doing it right now on the HR basis. Ankit is already working on that, and hopefully we'll come up with the automated process product as well as soon as possible. So yes, if somebody wants to get in touch with us, they can just visit our website, click on contact us, and somebody from our team will definitely get in touch with them.
Yes, that is for organizations. How about individuals who want to do something with you? Is there any kind of an internship program or any association?
As an individual, we have. So if you are an employee who is being laid off, we have a candidate portal where you can submit your profile. We will use that as well to help you place somewhere, either on contractual basis or on hiring basis, because there are a lot of companies who are doing both, and we are keeping tab. And we have now around 400, 500 plus people who have directly registered with us without knowing. Only with one port of call from our side on LinkedIn. So yes, there is definitely a need to help these guys out, because there is a huge hiring. So there is a right from getting laid off to the finally getting a job. It's already a 2-month cycle, and with pandemic it stretches further. And we are looking at how we can quickly help these 400-500 people as well. Okay, we have a lot of people coming in as a volunteer who want to volunteer for this because it's a genuine cause. We have people from 5-6 years of experience who have voluntarily started helping us in creating the product. Okay, there are a lot of people in Dishi's network, Manish network, my network, who are contributing in some way or the other to propagate this idea among their HRs. Okay, there are a lot of my friends who are founders in their own companies, who have good founder connection network. Manish has his connections. Dishi is very well connected to a lot of founders in North India and in South. She's working with big brands like Oyo. So it helps us together. All three of us have different set of network and together have a network effect with it. People who are more than welcome. We have an open door policy. They are very well welcome. We provide them training. We help them understand the concept.
Okay. What have your one or two most major challenges been or obstacles while setting up this venture?
So while setting up was not a challenge because we three have our own setup already running. So we have those initial know-hows, how to start a business, how to start a venture. The biggest challenge right now is educating the HRs about this concept. See, you also understand firing is a very confidential matter. It usually happens at a senior management level, where a lot of times even HRs are not included. Only the HR head is there. So nobody talks about this thing in the open, let alone talking with a newbie startup. So it takes a lot of time to convincing to make them understand the concept. Okay. And then take it up with the founders to do this. So we're trying to do a top-down approach where we are reaching out to founders, telling them about this concept, educating them. So that's the way we are mitigating. Second is around the processes. We are trying to lay out the process. Every company has its own set of processes. There are some legal angles to it which we are trying to solve.
I would again say
lawyers,
I
but
really
that's a
not
small
figured
hurdle
out the
which
number
we'll cross
yet.
because
But अगर मैं
process is
आज
one thing
अपने
which
business
can be
में
taken
normal
care of
business
during
में
the course
if
of
I'm
interaction,
able to say
and
if I'm
customizations
able
can
to
happen.
give jobs
One
to
thing that a lot of startups,
supposedly
small,
20 people
usually
in a
the
month.
early stage startups struggle
So
with
I would
if they
want
are
to
not a
save
product
at least
company
40
with
jobs in a
implementation
month
of technology
if I'm
at
doing it
early
for
stage.
because
So
I
from the
want to
very
double the
first day,
count.
we are using
अगर मैं
various
40 का
tools
target
to
month में
manage
रखूंगी,
our
then only
reach
I'll
out,
be able
to
to
manage our
achieve
marketing,
20
to
or
manage
30 out
our
of it.
basic
So I have to
operations.
reach out
And
to
that's helped
maximum
us
people. I want
leverage.
to help
We have
maximum employees.
now we have
This is
quickly
my
leveraged
idea. I
around
don't know
16
about Ankit and
interns
Mohit
are there
if they
with us
have,
now.
I mean, Manish if they have
16
a
interns
set
are
number in
working
mind,
remotely
but
with us. So
I
it's
really
not
don't have
easy
a
to
set
train
number
them,
right now.
keep them motivated
So
over
Paramdeep, over here, one thing is there. You know, there's
just a video call.
very big
You need to
underlying
provide
assumption
them
over here,
technology to help
right?
them work
Which
more
is
efficiently.
basically that this
So
concept is
anything
applicable only
that
and
you'd
only
like to do
for those set of
differently,
employees whom
given
they really want to
another
retain.
chance to do this venture
So as the name
from
suggests,
scratch again?
retain the star. So
Is there anything that you'd like to do differently?
employers would only be willing to
Dishi,
lend
you have
those
that
set of
creativity
employees whom they
vision.
are actually wanting to retain. The ones who are only
Probably if I would answer that,
variable to them,
Okay.
they're just gonna.
I would probably say that we would be more proactive and
one
more
of that
fast
is
to go into the market
an underlying
because
assumption. And having said that,
there
the
are
kind
a
of
lot
number
of
that I
people
am
who've
looking
already
at
been laid off,
is close
and
to
somewhere
at
I
least,
feel that we
by
as
the
an
end of this
initiative
year,
we
at least
want
10,000
to
plus
help more
employees.
and more number of people.
Okay.
So we should have probably started
Excellent.
this.
Sorry, I
much
just need to
earlier.
take a break. My dogs are
Because
barking. I think there's somebody at
I
the
was
door.
about to say the same
I'll
thing.
just
There
come
are a
back.
lot of people who've already been laid off. So I mean, my heart goes out to them. Had we probably started much earlier, we would have been able to help out.
Also, I would want to create more
5 मिनट ही
awareness
बचे हैं, उसको
between the
reconnect करना
HRs
पड़ेगा,
as Ankit
नहीं
already
call.
shared because अगर डिमांड नहीं होगी तो सप्लाई का कुछ कर नहीं पाएंगे. डिमांड
Sorry, I have
क्रिएट
about
करनी
6 German shepherds in my
डिमांड
house
क्रिएट
right
तभी
now.
होगी जब अवेयरनेस आएगी.
So-
लोगों के माइंड में एक ऑप्शन होगा कि अच्छा ले ऑफ
How
करने
are
के
you
बजाय हम
managing
लोग
that?
रिटेन द स्टार वाला
Sir,
मॉडल
there are two
स्टार्ट मतलब
Dasi
ट्राई
and
करके
Lily, the
देख
parents,
सकते हैं
and 4
so that हम
puppies.
लोग
So,
Wow, you know, we
That's
are
so
able to
cute.
retain our employees
I have
and
to-
salary
I
cost
will
भी
have
cut
to
हो
raid your
जाएगी.
house
So जो
once.
lay off होने वाले हैं
Sure.
उनकी jobs
आ
भी
जाओ,
save
आ
हो
जाओ.
जाएंगी. So HRs को reach out करना is our prime objective
So,
right now because वो awareness create
Manish, you were
करनी is
talking
more
about the
important.
number
Though
of
I
people
have
that
very
you
good
are
network, very strong
aiming
network
to
in
place.
HR and
So, what
founders.
was the figure again?
I am
How
connected
many
to a lot
people
of
are you
people on
looking at?
LinkedIn and I keep talking to them. But वो mass में create करना बहुत important है अभी. Rather
Sure.
than reaching out to one person at a time, I want to create awareness at masses, like probably you know, arrange a talk with them. Mass में कोई talk हम लोग arrange कर सकते हैं, या फिर if we can, you know, get in touch with them directly. I just want to, I'm figuring out कैसे कर सकते हैं. Ankit mentioned couple of ideas. We still need to work on that.
Sure. So, do you have any number in mind that these are the number of people that you would like to have placed, let's say, by the end of this year?
So I am looking at helping around close to 10,000 people by the end of
Fantastic.
this year.
Fantastic.
It's like not just saving people, it's like saving lives. So अगर आप 10,000 लोगों की job लगा बचा रहे हो, so it's like almost 4 times the people you're actually helping.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
yeah.
So I'll just take a minute to add on to
Sure.
that, Paramjeet. So over here we basically have three stakeholders. One is the lender, employee, and the third is the borrower. And all our communication that we are doing on various marketing channels, it is all revolving around the benefits that all three of these have. So when I talk about the benefits of the lender, the biggest benefit is that they're able to reduce their salary cost by lending these employees. The benefit that employees have is that they're able to provide for their families. They don't go unemployed, even if it means probably having some sort of lower salary. And for borrowers who are the actual benefiters over here, is that they're able to get experienced employees, trained workforce at a much reduced cost, or say the price which is there in the market for those set of skill set of employees, and that too in a very short span of time, so that they're able to meet their increase in the demand which is there in their sector, for example, healthcare, e-commerce, FMCG. So I mean, we are trying to create a win-win situation for all, and somewhere
Exactly.
we feel that the more the reach out we're able to do, the more we're going to benefit, and the more the impact is there. Plus, as you earlier asked that how are we communicating with people to reach out. So we have also created our communication to those set of employees who already been laid off, so that they can reach out to us, and let's say if their skill set matches with any of our borrowers' requirement, so we can help them as well. And that is where we have the vision of creating a contractual workforce marketplace in probably say 6 months down the line. So right now we're offering this entire service as a social initiative for free, but probably 6 months or 8 months down the line, when things start moving to normalized life, so we plan to launch a platform where we are able to bridge all these three together, and that's how we plan to scale the whole thing.
Great. So in case you need any help, in case you have some kind of a graphic which you can send across to me, I'll be happy to share it on my LinkedIn and Facebook accounts as well, so that more people are driven towards your website and can take your help. It's a
Thanks, Paramjit.
fantastic.
That's a great gesture. Manish
Thank you
will
so
share-
much.
Sure, you're welcome. And now, just before closing, Manish, Dishi, and Ankit, I'd like one word of inspiration from the three of you for our viewers. What is that one golden nugget that you'd like to advise to potential entrepreneurs, to people who want to set up their own business? What is it that they should do to become successful as an entrepreneur? So we can start with ladies first. Dishi, what would you suggest?
Okay, so my key of suggestion to all entrepreneurs out there is, whatever you're doing for for anybody, it should be from your heart. You should actually feel the problem and look for solution. Monetary terms, money is important, but if you're able to save lives, if you're able to help lives, money will automatically follow. you don't have to look for success. It will automatically come to you. It's just that you need to identify the problem and look for a solution and find a solution for the people. This is
Sure.
my only tip for
Fantastic.
entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Fantastic. Manish, what would you suggest?
So I have to give only two giveaways for the budding entrepreneurs. So first thing is perseverance. That has been my key. Never give up. Have faith in yourself. Keep going. And it's like version one is better than version none. So
Fantastic.
we in a pursue to reach perfection and to launch only when things are completely fine, we delay the process. And somewhere I feel it is all about starting somewhere, and you learn on that journey, and you keep going. So that's one. And the second thing that I have as a giveaway is try to create an impact. Think of how you're able to create an impact for the good of the people by whatever you're doing. How are you trying to help people? And I'm sure the success is something which will follow, as Dishi rightly said. So yeah, these are the two things that I would want to give to the budding entrepreneurs.
Fantastic. Ankit, what would you advise to the people out there who are looking at starting their own venture?
So there will be two set of people. One is who is not married, and other one who are married. Okay. So there are two different words for both of them.
Okay.
For married one is the family support. Okay, because that is very key to them to even think and do their regular work. They have load of responsibilities on private front, so they need strong family support to do that.
Okay.
Okay. For young entrepreneurs who are not married, as both of them said, that you have to uh, you need to have that perseverance and that go-getter attitude. Okay. And Manish rightly said that unless and until you try, you will never fail. So you have to try. If you have something in your mind, an idea, even if it's a already established idea, go ahead and start implementing it. You may reach somewhere else,
Okay.
and you may reach at a position where you might have not even have thought of. So
Okay.
this idea is a proof of itself. Okay.
Okay.
It was just a blink of an idea which now has converted into opportunity, and that only happened when we have started to pursue it, took it to our heart. This is what we think about day in day out, and that's the reason why we three are still motivated to do that. We are able to motivate people to work with us. So this idea is a proof, and this concept is a proof that this thing can happen, whether you are married or unmarried, well, you are working together or not. uh, Family support is required. And second is, if you are a young person, then you need to think in and out about it always. And always always have a plan B in your mind, because um, for entrepreneurs who are 30 plus, who are married, the finances is one thing that always take away the motivation to work for something you are really passionate about, especially in India. Because in other countries, and I discussed that with Dishi as well previously, there is a lot of government support like unemployment, where there are societal support elsewhere available where you can take these kind of risks. In India, although startup culture has developed, but still there's a taboo of person not working, not earning, but doing something of their own. And startup culture now is such as that it's not easy to create a startup. Okay, it takes at least a year or 2 year to even realize the potential. So there is no societal support to it. Nobody looks at with a positive eye. They always think, especially for married men who are above 30, that what you're doing. And you need to not bog down with those uh, with those issues, and keep on working, and always keep an eye on your finances. And your family support is important, because without that you'll not be able to move an inch.
Fantastic. So the tips for the entrepreneurs out there from the team of Retain the Star are: one, family support is very, very important. Two, try again. Three, the version one is better than version none. So
Very
don't aim for perfectionism. Just take initiative, take action, and start. 4, it is perseverance, and 5, whatever you do it from the heart.
Right. Very
Thank
true,
you.
sir. Very truly summarized. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dishi, Manish, and Ankit for joining us today. It's been an absolute treat, and I'm sure there are many golden nuggets that the three of you have shared, which will be very, very useful to the viewers out there. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Paramjit. Thanks for your time, and thanks for giving us the opportunity to do that.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thanks,
It was a great
Manish.
platform.
Bye.